Rick Blade.
Rick Blade.
Who's slept overnight in a sunbed by those things, but I mean, I don't even know what's happened to Jeff.
I can't take Jef Jansens.
Do you think
seriously.
they've encoded his chin to purposely look like a scrotum? Oops.
That's great. He's tripped over an imaginary line. Jef Jansens is quite a fast chap,
This
though.
looks like some sort of paedophile ring going on here. Oh, nice! He got under 10. It's just that halfway through there, I see a tiny 15-year-old girl being chased down by Jef Jansens in a zebra print leotard. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's huge! It's huge!
Where's that? Right, I think you need to change character here. That might be the
Yeah,
answer.
I think what the world needs is
There's only one man, really, for the job.
yeah, and that man is Jef
Jansens.
What up players, JC here at Sick Gamer. So this week's challenge came about somewhat by chance as we made an interesting discovery while playing Athlete Kings, also known as DecAthlete, for the Sega Saturn. Pop the game disc into your PC and you'll notice a file called README.doc, which is opened up contains a document written in Japanese. Performing a machine translation on this document further reveals that it is in fact a collection of personal messages from the game developers, and there's one note in particular that forms the basis of today's challenge. But before I get to that, I had to share a few interesting points from the developers' notes, as they contain some brutally honest insight relating to the development process, along with some pretty funny tips. I'll include a full English summary of the document in the description, and special thanks to Jesse for interpreting this from Japanese for us. So what exactly was said? Well, one of the developers relays a couple of conversations he had with presumably senior executives from Sega AM3. In one conversation, he is asked to ensure the Saturn version of the game is finished in time for the 1996 Atlanta Olympics, restricting development time severely. The developer indicates that he's being overworked and just wants to go home, which is met with a simple response back from his superior: denied. Director of the Saturn version of the game, Yasushi Watanabe, relays a somewhat similar conversation that he had with producer Kumageya, in which he is also asked to finish the game ridiculously quickly. He protests, but Kumageya points out the good job he did with another Saturn title, Baku Baku Animal. Watanabe highlights that Baku Baku took much more time to complete, but he is met with a similarly blunt response: shut up and get on with it without complaining. Upon checking the release dates of the game, I am at least pleased to report that both Japanese and US releases made it to shelves before the Atlantic Olympic opening ceremony on the 19th of July 1996. They hit stores just 7 and 2 days respectively before the games opened. Other developer notes include advice on the 100-meter race to simply bash the buttons in a pyong-pyong goro-goro fashion. Interpret that however you see fit. And there's a comment from design chief Saiichi Yamagata claiming the Super Afro Englishman is his favourite character. He is of course referring to probably everyone's favourite decathlete, Jef Jansens. And despite retaining his outrageous zebra print leotard from the arcade original, I'm pleased to see that they at least ditched his original and casually racist name, Robin Banks. Anyway, back to the challenging question, which brings us on to the final note in the document, which reveals the developer's records set for all 10 events in the game. And it is these records that we're going to attempt to beat a few of today. Staff records are occasionally included in games themselves, and an obvious example would be Mario Kart, where players can race staff ghosts in time trials, and this was something first introduced in Mario Kart 64. Luckily, to help us beat the staff records set in Athlete Kings, we also have a note on some of the techniques the developers employed to help them set their own scores. According to software manager Ryuji Ochi, the techniques included otter style, prawn style, and old-fashioned muscle cramp style. Thanks Ryuji. Well, with all that said, let's see if we can beat the people who made the game.
Okay, here we go again then. Now, Jef Jansens, will he stand better chance on the...
Very restrained of the Japanese developers to behave themselves and call him Jef in the Japanese version of the home arcade. Although, I guess it was a different development team working on the arcade version, so very naughty of them to have
yeah, naughty.
coded that. Very naughty indeed. Right, here we go. Jef storming in his zebra, whatever you call it.
Zebra print leotard.
That's exactly what it is. Alright.
Here we go.
Did a bit of practicing earlier. Sick, recording 90. A disgraceful throw.
But still,
considering the record's 97.27, but
proves that the Jap ROM is the one that we need to be using. Now look at that zebra leotard. This is going to go well for us. Now, an interesting throw.
Pretty off on the angle there. That's alright, no need to panic early. It's good on the line.
Yeah.
Pretty weak angle.
91.34.
That's alright, we'll record a little 91 there.
44. That's looking pretty solid.
It's a bit short, could be better.
94.54.
It's creeping up, so pretty solid on the angle. Bit closer.
Right.
Okay, come on, Jef.
Third time's the trick from Jef.
You absolute criminal.
Look at him. It's that afro keeping him well balanced. That's got to be over the line. Oh yeah, very foul.
Foul play there from Jef. I could watch slow-mos of Jef all days of the week. Now, interestingly, I've always thought that Jef, when he fails like that, says, "Damn, I farted."
Wow.
Since playing this as a child, but I've come to accept that that's probably not what he says. But it's I don't know, I can't make it out. I don't know if any of our 20 subscribers out there would like to hazard a guess as to what he's saying. Or the 10 other viewers that unfortunately come across this video. Please do chime in.
Damn, I farted. That's looking nice. Oh!
That's kind of the vibe you want, a 97 with that. Oh, it's close. Damn, I did fart. Right. Okay, feeling I'm getting there.
Yeah, trademark.
Absolute trademark. Oh, it's huge! It's huge!
Where's that other 1 degree?
What?
It's the 1 degree that messed it up. That's what you needed. Oh, that is very harsh.
Okay, that was perfect. So I'm going to put that down to character choice. Now, that's interesting.
So Jef Jansens isn't the best at this.
So that's interesting, yeah. Despite the fact throwing is his specialty, I seem to have had better overall resultage. And that's annoying, because now I feel like we're going to have to pick the ideal character, I think, with this chap.
Dr. Eggman Regal? Surely not.
Alexei Regal himself from Russia.
So was this back when doping was allowed? Because is that why this is happening?
There's definitely been some doping going on here.
I mean, is it still allowed? Probably.
Oops.
That's great. He's tripped over an imaginary line.
I nearly impaled myself.
But he's still very happy with that, even though it was quite embarrassing.
He nearly impaled himself.
That was great. So, Dr. Eggman, the right man to play as. Okay. Now, the power's not the tough bit in this, but what it is getting the timing right.
That's pretty
That's pretty close. Lovely. 96 though. That's
just 44 and pretty much on the line. Fuck this, honestly. That's got to be a foul.
How have you not fouled that?
Only 42 though.
Oh!
There it is!
I think you were so close to the line there.
97.56.
That's actually very good.
I'll just give the third one a go. There it is, he's beaten the developer record.
Just foul it now for lols. And there we go, celebratory throw.
Oh, that would have been insane. 44 on that.
Yeah, good for the slow-mo replay.
So that was 42 degrees, and I got a 97.56.
Yeah, this game I'm not entirely sure makes much sense, but
okay, there we go.
97.56, well done.
Developer record beaten. Okay, so who's a specialist runner? He's good at jumping apparently, so I don't trust him for anything.
Well, surely...
Jump. No, really, I thought she was a runner.
Oh, these two are running. Now, who do I want to be? France or China?
What's the USA guy specialist in?
He's a specialist in
all round. Yeah, of course he is. Yeah, he's good at everything.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Rick Blade.
Rick Blade.
Who's slept overnight in a sunbed by the things, but I mean, I don't even know what's happened to Jeff.
Oh, I can't take Jef Jansens.
Do you think
seriously.
they've encoded his chin to purposely look like a scrotum?
He's an absolute hero. Does he wear that zebra leotard throughout all games?
I think it's part of his skin. I think it's just stuck on him permanently.
Zebra skin
He
graft.
can never take it off. All right, who are you going to be? Are you going to be France or China?
Right, I think we're going to break some records of the Chinese.
She's
I feel.
15 years old.
Well, that's probably why.
Is anyone breaking the 100-metre world record at 15?
Well, we're going to find out.
I like it. Okay, so here goes Colin on the 100-metre dash.
What's the time to beat on this?
The time to beat on the developer record, according to our super top secret file, which is not secret at all. Oh, it looks like Jeff could consume old old Li Huang there. Is 9:41.
Oh,
Full start though, or as they call it in Athlete Kings, flying.
that was slow from me.
Yeah, Jeff fast there on the Twitch reactions.
Jef Jansens is quite a fast chap,
This
though.
looks like some sort of paedophile ring going on here. Oh, nice! We got under 10.
Only just.
It's just that halfway through there, I see a tiny 15-year-old girl being chased down by Jef Jansens in a zebra print leotard. And I just had to say something. It looked so criminal. Colin has taken to the floor as he assures me. He assures me his button bashing prowess goes to another level.
Oh.
Well, tell you what, you're going to have to finish the race.
That's depressing.
Oh, great start! Steaming out of the blocks! I can't even see the other character. Go on! Oh! That was fast.
Oh, I think I lost it a little bit in the middle there. Yeah.
969.
Right.
Man, that was a perfect start. You literally, I thought you were going to. I thought it was a full start.
I thought it was a full start. I think it kind of took me a little bit by surprise. Jeff has buckled out of the start line. Come on, Jansens. Get in that bank vault. Ah, he's across the line. And a casual...
What happened at the beginning?
Do you see Jeff? That's the standard. That's how you should win every race and celebrate. Hello. I'm Jeff.
Did he actually stumble out the block?
He did come stumbling out the block. It was brilliant.
Shot put it is. With whoever we are.
Carl Vane.
Right, I don't actually know how to play this one, so... Oh, I do.
Oh, shot put. Okay.
That's absolutely terrible.
Is this Carl Vane's speciality?
It'll have to be.
I would have thought it'd be Jef Jansens.
Yes, it will be. Jef Jansens. Set a record earlier of 23.51. It's now by 6 there. Nice, just checking the hair out.
Right, I think you need to change character here. That might be the
Yeah,
answer.
I think what the world needs is...
There's only one man, really, for the job.
yeah. And that man is... Jef
Jansens.
With one F. Jeff. Just because. He's too good for school.
Right.
Alright, let's give this shot put a little crack. Oh. Full power and 36. What's that going to net? Oh!
Oh! We're 33 short of the record there.
What's the record again?
24.36.
Alright. Hello. he's hit a 40 on full power. What's that going to net?
Oh, hello! There we go. That's the first of our developers shot down. Look at that.
That was, what was the anglage there? 40, so that was 5 off. I mean, some of these challenges are easier than others, I have to say.
Does he actually stop dead when I press it, you
I
reckon?
think as soon as you push it, yeah.
25, we saying?
Yeah. Nice. You know when you
Okay.
get a nice little blurred line, that's something good's happening.
So we need to get in the 9s, do we?
Yeah, 933 apparently.
That sounds ridiculous.
Sure does.
That's far too soon.
Although again, the margins in this game,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
very tight. Isn't that a meme that people do now?
It's the old dab. Yeah.
Was it invented by Carl Vane by any chance? Where did the dab come from?
It came from Carl Vane. In Athlete Kings. Let's just see a little dab.
I'm just going to look up the supposed origin of the dab.
That's far too soon.
Interesting. So listen to this. Before the term dab was coined, the move has long been a feature of Japanese popular culture for decades, regularly appearing in anime and manga, for example. A popular example is the 1990s anime series Dragon Ball Z,
Oh, yeah.
where the character Gohan occasionally performs the dab move.
Oh, good old Gohan.
They don't unfortunately give an example of Carl Vane in Athlete Kings, but they bloody well should have. So that makes sense.
Yeah, this is it. We found the origins. Although it also does look a little bit like an Olympian's discus throw position.
Yeah, or he's broken his arm or something. Oh, nice.
You see, that's got me. You see, where are we finding this extra 9 metre from? I feel like.
Well, you're 1.20 off there with a pretty optimal jump.
1500 metres is quite a rare thing for a track and field game, so this is quite good from back in the day.
Now, the developer... What's the developer record on this?
That's a very good question. Let's have a little look it up. Let's find out what the developers have actually managed to master. So you've got a strategy for this.
Well,
So
sort of.
3 minutes 36.71 we have to beat here.
Okay, so the keen-eyed of the viewers will realise that we've already actually beaten that developer record, as our record there sits just under that, 3:35.99, which we managed to achieve in practice earlier, so that was good. But let's see if we can better that now.
Now that guy, is he in first place at the moment?
Yeah, but it's fine.
Okay.
He's only first place because I'm letting him...
I'm not worried. Now you're being swallowed by the main peloton here. This is great. The nondescript... Are these people even actually characters in the game? They're just generic runners.
Mate, only Li Huang does the swallowing around here. Let me tell you that much.
It's a shame we couldn't be doing this with Jef Jansens, because I'm pretty sure he would definitely win.
And I can gas it on the home straight here.
35.99, the time to beat.
Has he gone too early? Oh, he's gone too early!
Oh no!
Out of gas! Out of gas!
And you've been forced across the line, and you've still got a better time. So,
Okay, well, as we know, the developers messed up this one, and it's their worst achievement,
it is the game's weak point.
which means you can lose and beat the developer record. So
Excellent.
clearly they couldn't even be bothered. So 3:31.
It's another one under our belts.
That's
Excellent.
it.
Right, onward.
In we go with the 400 metre.
So 43.68 is the developer time to beat. Now I know we've already seen this off again today. Another challenge we've already
Beaten and
dispatched.
private viewings.
But can you beat the 42.99? Now be careful here, because I don't want you to overdo it a little bit. Ono was quite specific about his development of this section of the game. Rhythmic will win the day. Now I think your go faster snapback that you've got on there is helping you.
Really being rhythmic here. I think I've gone too early.
You're going to try and hold back on the tank.
Interesting.
Now you've been swallowed up again.
There's nothing you can do. Like you can just
You've turned into her. Yeah.
You regain stamina so slowly, so you just have to pace it.
Yeah, I think you're going too fast at the start. I think
It's close. It's close. Earlier, when I set that 4299, I think I was a bit too paced. But let's give it one more shot.
At this point, you've lost the bar a bit earlier than last time. But you ended up with energy at the end, so...
It's going to be close.
It's going to be close. And he's just run out. 42.85
That's
though.
alright, I'll take it.
That's very good. You can see that you just turned it maybe half a second early.
I turned the screw a tad early. Could smell the finish line, but a nice 42.85 there to beat the developer record of 43.68. So good. That's another one in the bag.
Sorry, Arno. That's not how you play the game, actually.
Bloody hell. So I think that's all I can be bothered to do, to be honest with you.
What have we managed?
The Athlete Kings Developer Challenge. So out of 10 events, we've got the shot put world records.
Yep,
That wasn't too difficult.
Yeah.
400-meter race.
Yeah.
All about the rhythmic button pushing, piang piang, jong jong, whatever he was on about.
Definitely helped us out a lot there.
What else did we get? The Javelin. That was probably the best one.
The Javelin was a bit of a highlight.
97.56. That took ages to get that. But we managed it, and then the 1500-meter race, which was insanely easy because they forgot to build the race properly.
Just any of the mechanics, but yeah. It's a shame about the old Jef Jansens discus throw.
Yeah, I was gunning for Jef Jansens to get the discus and get on the developer record bandwagon, but his zebra leotard just let him down, I think, in the end.
So what is that, 4 out of 10, slightly less than half?
4 out of 10 developer records beaten. So check out the rest of the developer records in the description. We'll also include the file that you can get from the disc, which includes the note from the developers. I'll include the Japanese version and a semi-poorly translated English version. You can check out what they're saying, it's hilarious. That's the Athlete Kings Developer Challenge.
Yeah.
Well done us for getting 4. I mean, we didn't make the game, you know. We could have cheated with a turbo controller. We gave it a good shot.
Yeah.
Peace out. Peace out, no one says that.